My hop rhizomes here, I bought these about a week ago. They've been in the refrigerator the whole time and kept moist a little bit. I put a little bit of water in there. Here are the containers I have. Now, I know they should go in the ground, but I just don't have space where I'm at. We're going to be moving next year, and so they can be stored in pots for, I've read, up to 2 years, but the roots get very, very big, so this is not a permanent solution. These pots are 20 inches wide and I think 18 inches deep. I don't know how many gallons they are, I'm really not sure, but I have one. These are plastic containers, one for each rhizome, and we're going to fill it with a combination of potting soil and manure, steer manure. Mix all in here, get them as close up here as possible, and then put a rhizome in. Here is the plant fertilizer I picked up for the rhizomes. Some Miracle-Gro potting mix and steer manure. This is exactly what I used when I grew hops years ago, except that time I actually put them directly in the ground, but I still use potting mix. Here is the crystal rhizome. It's one of 3 that I have, and about ready to plant this one here. Alright, I have filled the pots with about a 50-50 mixture of the Miracle-Gro potting mix and the steer manure. So I filled them up to the second line up there, whatever you call that. And that's all I put in them so far, is just that mixture. I'm going to put the rhizome in here, just enough to bury it maybe an inch in the surface. So it's ultimately only going to be a couple inches deep, and then the length of the rhizome, and that's about all. And yep, we will pick up in a moment. This is the Cascade rhizome. It's already in the dirt a little bit here, as you can tell. This is about 3, maybe 4 inches deep, and the length of the rhizome, so it's going to be buried maybe a total of an inch under the surface, not very far. The way I plant these, you always want them horizontal, as you see, never vertical, and you want all the shoots to be point up. There are going to be some on the bottom, but what I look for is most of these white shoots that are along the top. There were some on the bottom, but not that many. Some of the other rhizomes I've had have had shoots along the branches here, or the roots. I finished watering the rhizomes just with the garden hose. I ran it for about a solid minute to really get a lot of water, plenty of water in there, and I ran until the water was draining out of the base, so it's trickling out. So they have a good healthy dose of water in all 3 of them, and as you can tell, they're settling. So there's a Cascade, there's a Crystal, and here's the Chinook. And as mentioned before, these are just temporary planters, containers. I'm going to leave them in here for at least a year, 2 at the most, and then by that time I'll have a house, I can put them in the actual ground. So anyway, the rhizomes are all planted now. That's really all there is to it. Just mix some fertilizer and some good rich planting soil, and then put as you saw, I put the rhizomes down, and they're several inches at the length of the rhizome, so it's lays horizontal, and then covered it in dirt, watered it. That's it. And I will replace or add more of the potting soil every several months, but they're not going to be growing until spring. So that's all for this. That's how easy it is to plant a hop rhizome.